Hello again, this is my personal journey with multiple sclerosis, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the benefits of physiotherapy and exercise. So, anyone who knows me will tell you that I am allergic to exercise. I didn't step foot in a gym until I had to go for physiotherapy at the age of 44. I do not do any sort of physical activity. Well, I do physical activity in my work, in my daily life, but I will not go out of my way to do anything that's like a so-called regimented exercise as such. When I went to see my doctor and I was told that exercise would be good for me, I had to bite the bullet and say, well, okay, I'll do some physiotherapy if that's what's required of me. And it's been an absolute blessing. It's been an amazing experience. What they tend to do, or what they did with me, was had me repeat 3-minute routines of an exercise. These would all be very simple things. One of my biggest problems was balance. So they would have some mats on the ground with objects placed randomly underneath these mats, and I had to walk up and down this length of mats. They call it the bumpy road, and some of them are quite extreme lumps. I had to walk over these back and forth for 3 minutes. The first time I went along, I did, I think, 8 repetitions of this in 3 minutes. And they do the same thing with hurdles. They do the same thing with chairs lined up and you kind of zigzag between them. There's a step. You step up, step down, and that's 1 repetition. Sitting and standing from a chair, sit down in the chair, stand up. And again, with all of these, I was getting between 8 repetitions in a 3-minute period and about 14, maybe 15 on the simpler ones like the chairs. After about 4 sessions, I got that up to about 40 to 50 repetitions. I've been doing it for about 3 months now, and I have got up to 150 on certain exercises, such as the stepping up, stepping down. I've done 140, 150 of those. So over a relatively short period of about 3 months, my leg strength, my balance through physiotherapy has improved tenfold, easily tenfold. And I've also found that it's helped with other areas of my life, the key one being concentration. A few months ago, I started reading a book, just a very simple sci-fi novel. I think it was an Arthur C. Clarke book, Rendezvous with Rama. And 6 months into it, I'd got about 40 or 50 pages in because I just could not concentrate. Every sentence that I read, I had to reread it, go back several times till I fully absorbed what that sentence meant. So reading a page of a novel took an hour easily, possibly longer. After a few weeks of physiotherapy, I went back and I decided to read something different. I think I read Slaughterhouse 5, and it took me 4 hours. I got straight through it. I did, I think, an hour and a half the first night, an hour and a half the second night, and then an hour the third night. So over 3 days, 4 hours of reading, I got through the entire novel. And I've got to the point where I'm finding reading increasingly easy, and I'm almost back to normal on that sort of an activity. I can concentrate a lot more than I've been able to concentrate over the past 3 years, and I think that's largely due to physio, possibly slightly due to reducing and then eliminating some of the medications I was taking as well, and possibly partly due to a change in diet and having a healthier, more energy-based diet with lots of carbs, lots of protein, and a lot of the things that give you energy. But I think it was largely down to the physiotherapy and the exercise. I'm also walking most mornings. There's a park across the road from where I live, and I'm doing a minimum of 2 laps around the park, which is about a mile. So I'm walking for about 2 miles every morning. It takes a while. It takes me about an hour to do that 2 miles, maybe hour and 20 some mornings. But it's been extremely beneficial. and it's improved my muscle strength, and it's definitely helping with my concentration, and it's helping to wake me up in the morning, which is something I've had extreme struggles with, is just waking up and getting started in the morning. So I can definitely attest to the benefits of diet, exercise, physiotherapy, and I would recommend it to anybody who's got multiple sclerosis. Thanks again for watching. If you like the video, click like, share, subscribe. Any questions, leave them in the comments. And I'll see you next time, where I'll be talking about not just the initial symptoms, as I've mentioned before, but all of the symptoms as they developed over the last 3 years and how they've affected me. See you next time.